things you could do. Gaps at the moment as far as Rizwan is concerned. This one is going into the gap as well. Take all the fielders out, you don't need them. Because at the moment the batsman can't even see them. And all of Pakistan will celebrate as will these two.
कितने आदमी थे कोहली. Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to today's Bitcoin video update for Monday 25 of October. And what a treat from Pakistan team. That was amazing. Yesterday Shaheen played so well, and winner chicken dinner. I hope that Pakistan had a chicken dinner yesterday. In that case they might even eat mutton dinner. Okay, yeah, but anyway, we get back to business as usual. We pick up with the Bitcoin update, and I'm trying to look today what Bitcoin is trying to do. So I'm going to dive into the 4-hour time frame, and let's discuss this one. Okay, now yesterday I did tell you something about this scenario. Okay, we had a falling wedge right there, and we've broken out of this falling wedge. Do you see that? Yesterday I clearly mentioned about this falling wedge. Look, we've broken out. That's beautiful. Okay, now look, the 10, the 20 and the 55 EMA have creeped up, and we're about to get that cross, the bullish cross, and that means you buy. Okay, in here when you see this cross happening across like this one, you buy. Okay, that means the prices are going up. Now the technical target out of this falling wedge is 67,000 from where you form the falling wedge. Okay, so yeah, I think the pullback is done, is complete. We've broken out of this trend line right there, and I'm gonna discuss with you the next targets for Bitcoin. Okay, I'm gonna take the top right there to the bottom. If this is the bottom for the recent pullback, I'm going to put there the Fibonacci retracements. Now we're in a technical target if we cross the 0.618. And there's one more thing I want to talk to you about. Do you notice, if I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here and pull this right into the corner, I always say in these videos, when you cross the golden ratio, you're good to go to the 1.618. But what is happening here is there's a huge resistance at the 0.618. Now this is your previous high as well. Okay, this is your last high that we had in the past in almost April or May, or 64,000. This is your resistance on the Fibonacci. You have 0.618 as resistance, and there's a collision within these two things. Now I do want to see something happening. Bitcoin just goes up, comes down for a retest right there, goes to 65,000, come to 64,000. Okay, it could move all the way. It doesn't need a retest. Okay, sometimes they get so bullish. Bitcoin just goes so much bullish that it doesn't even come back for the retest. It just keeps moving upwards. Okay, and when we move towards the upside, we're in a technical target of $72,000. Okay, so this you might see another pullback from this area. You might see Bitcoin going to 72,000 and it goes down to 69,000. It could even go back to 67,000, where you break your previous high, just to retest this break of resistance right there. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. It's looking good, it's looking amazing. Okay, it's looking fantastic. Yeah, the tea is fantastic, by the way. Yeah, and let's go back to the daily, and let's analyze the daily. I'm gonna remove this Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so remember, we're in a technical target of 72,000. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a horizontal line right there. Okay, this is your price target there. So we are in a technical target until I don't see 72,000 being met. I'm not gonna say we're going down. Okay, we had a successful pullback, and on the daily guys, on the daily here, I want to see this chart forming up. Okay, yeah, we came near the 20. We did came near the 20. Okay, now that we've broken out of this falling wedge, okay, I do not see coming all the way down here. Now it's not very important. Okay, remember this. It's not important that you come all the way down to test the 20, but it makes sense that you do come near the 20 after you lose the 10 EMAs. Now you lose the 10 EMAs, you go down, you find support at the 20, you have a huge support right there. This was a huge area of influence, and I've been telling you in the past 2 or 3 days that if you see the 10 broken, the next is 20. If the 20 gets broken, you have the 55, okay? But the good news is I see a back retracement once again. And there's something that I notice about the weekends, okay? Normally back in the weekends, we always have a pullback. And yeah, keep in mind Saturday, Sunday we do have pullbacks, okay, or from Friday to Sunday, and then I normally see from Monday business starts to pick towards the upside. Sometimes we also get some dumps in Monday also. I'm not saying that we do not get dumps on the Monday, but if you go to the history, okay, you normally have Saturday and Sunday playing out as a dumpy weekends ahead, okay. Okay, now we're still in another theory here. Let's talk about Bitcoin today in today's video in an extended manner. Okay, this is your first wave. You have your second wave. Okay, you're moving in for the third wave, which in my opinion takes you to 100k right there. You might see the fourth wave go back to 80,000, and until we do not move towards the 200,000 region area that I was talking about. Okay, this is your price target for me for Bitcoin. Yeah, this is your price target, and I think that's it for today's Bitcoin update. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video update. I'm not gonna do an extended analysis today. Got some other work to do also as well. So yeah, in the meantime, this is the update for you. We're in a technical target now, 72,000. If we cross the 0.618, and even in the midterm, this is the short-term target. Okay, we might get 72,000 in this week. Okay, and in November, anytime in November, we might go all the way to 100k, and this is where I'm gonna update you. Okay, this when we complete the third wave, I'm gonna tell you, hey, we might drop for 20%. Okay, we might have one last drop, and the reason why we get this one last drop, guys, is because people, you know, it makes sense that when Bitcoin goes to 100k, many people are going to think 100k is the top of Bitcoin. Okay, the 100k was the top of Bitcoin, and this is going to be the fourth wave, just to go for the fifth wave. And the fourth wave, people are going to think, oh no, we're going into the bear market. Okay, people are going to think this is the bear market, but basically this is going to be a bear trap. It's going to be a huge bear trap for those people who do not understand, and we're going to move all the way towards the upside. Now, why do I say 200,000? I'm going to show you. If you write BLX there, you have a chart that tells you all the history for Bitcoin. Okay, and I'm making this chart. Okay, I'm gonna show you this chart right there. Okay, I want to give you an explanation. For the I do have a video on my channel, by the way, explaining in detail this chart. Okay, and this is a multi-year chart. Okay, we start from 2011 in there, and we go all the way back here, even though Bitcoin released in 2009, but this chart actually started giving data from July 2010, which is actually pretty good. Okay, now there is something known as bull cycles. Okay, this is your first cycle, this is your second cycle. Okay, and now we're forming this third cycle, which is 2021. So what happens normally is that this is your top, this is your bear. This was your top here, this was your bear market bottom there. This was your bull market top there, this was your bull market bottom there. Now we are near the top. Okay, and this takes you nearly to even $270,000. Okay, this is my price prediction, and look, we are still there. We're going like this, come down, we go like this until we do not reach up to that place. Now that's an overview. There's one more reason for $200,000. Now I'm gonna dive into 2011 here. Okay, I'm gonna take the top here, the top to the bottom right there. Okay, and the market top, you can see it came to 2.272. Okay, this is the first signal, 2.272. Remember that was where you find resistance. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you one more thing. I want to show you one more thing really quickly. This is your top to the bottom right there for Bitcoin in 2011. If we were back almost 10 years ago, this is your market cycle top. I'm gonna try to zoom in there to see clearly what I'm trying to say. Okay, this is your 2.272. You can see it exactly went there and bounced there, And where did we find the bottom? At the 1.618. Okay, remember, the top was 2.272, the bottom was 1.618. Okay, now let's see if we find the same result in the next bull cycle. Now, as we took this top and that bottom, now for the next circle prediction, for the next bull cycle prediction, I'm going to take the top again to the market cycle bottom like that, and I'm going to place the Fibonacci retracements. And look, if I zoom in here once again, what do you see? The prices went to 2.272, and where did we find our bottom? Nearly the 1.618. Okay, do you see that? This is where you find the bottom, almost this area. This was never lost. It came down, had a successful retest, we moved towards the upside. Okay, same history was repeating again. Okay, even in the last 2011, I've just showed you we went to 2.272 and came back to 1.618. Now that we formed the top there to the bottom, this is the bottom. Okay, this was not your bottom. Why do I say this? This was a black swan event. We call this a black swan event. Now, what does a black swan event even mean? Okay, anything that you see happening in the real world out there, in your planet Earth, okay, things that you cannot see, things that is unpredictable, something like a coronavirus. Okay, it came all of a sudden, all the wave came all the way down, all of a sudden everything just came out of nowhere. Okay, that's known as a black swan event. Okay, and in technical terms, we do not really count them. Okay, now this, as a matter of fact, is a wick. Do you see? This is a body. We closed in a body. This was just a long wick towards the downside. So you see, the bottom basically makes sense to be this one. Okay, so anything that happens, an alien can come to the Earth. What else can happen? Alien can come into the Earth. There's a meteor. There's a rocks that can fall into the Earth. Anything that can happen that is unpredictable and is all of a sudden is known as a black swan, just like the coronavirus. No one knew coronavirus was going to come. Okay, so I'm going to take the top there all the way to the bottom like this one. Okay, I'm going to place my Fibonacci retracement perfectly. Now you can see that everything was perfectly planned. Okay, even the fact that we went to 64,000, we had 1.618 there. Okay, the fact that we went back all the way down to 29,000, we had 1.272 as a level of support. Do you see? In crypto, nothing is nonsense. Nothing is illogical. Everything is going as planned. Okay, everything is moving the way it is supposed to be moved. I even say this sometimes. The market doesn't move, it is being moved. Okay, it is being moved the way it is supposed to be moved. Do you see this? Why is it hitting the resistance there? Why do we find support there? Did I make this up myself? I didn't do it. Okay, the charts are telling you the story, and here's your next target, 2.272. That takes you to 200,000 and 200,000. Oh yeah, and 18,000 plus. Okay, you might have a blow off top. For example, you might go a little bit to the upside from here and touch this line. That takes you nearly to 280 or 270. You might have a blow off top of 32%. So people are going to think, oh, we're going to 300,000. It goes to 280 or 70, and boom, we are going to go into the bear market. And what about the bear market scenario? Okay, if you hit the 2.272, we've seen the past two times the bear market is at 1.618. So you might expect Bitcoin in the future to go back down to 63,000 or even 50,000. Okay, so that's even a much more extended video for you. So keep supporting, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video update. Allah Hafiz.